quickly, I want to talk about the setup right now. What's fucking holding up the little tripod I have in my laptop is fucking weird. I'm gonna try to fucking explain it, but I'm in a different place than I was in the first trailer reaction, and that's because I can't really record there right now because there's stuff on the wall now that I don't really want to show. And then so I'm on my couch because in my living room because I don't really want to record. I don't really want to record myself watch something on my computer or my laptop or whatever where I usually record stuff in front of my shelves because I'm sitting down and that's just gonna be really kind of uncomfortable if I'm sitting down cross, with my legs crossed. Anyway, this is my reaction to Psychonauts 2, the sequel to Psychonauts 1 from 2005. A 3D platformer that was fucking amazing. And I'm saying this like I've known it for years. I literally just beat it in May. Don't want to say too much about it because whenever I do a review of it, I'll just end up restating every fucking thing that I say right now. But it's an awesome fucking game. And I love that they're making a sequel because seeing the visuals from this game, the amazing visuals in this game, the term Tim Burton-esque visuals, as a lot of people say, in way better quality will be awesome. And I'm not saying this quality is awesome. These graphics have aged very well, especially because of the style and the visuals that the game chooses to have. But it will be awesome to see this again. However, I don't know. I mean, the trailer will obviously tell me a lot, but currently I don't know exactly what this game is going to be. To be honest, I know that this ends on what you could say is a cliffhanger, but it's not a cliffhanger. They just go to do another mission at the very end of the game. But that's not really a cliffhanger because it doesn't seem like, I mean, it's a pretty big deal, but for some reason in my mind, I feel like it's not a big enough deal for them to make the second game based off of it. However, I have no idea, because I feel like they could make the second game take place right after the first one, but I have no idea. So that's just my predictions. But yeah, I'm very happy that they're making this. This trailer says 2020, but I feel like I'm pretty sure my friend said they actually delayed it because of COVID mostly, I think, to 2021. And the original one was released in 2005. And I have some predictions on how this game is going to be received because of how long it's been since the first one, 15, 16 years, whatever. But I'll talk about that after I've watched the trailer. Okay, so let's watch this. Yeah, it is going to be an Xbox exclusive, which is what I heard. I'm assuming now because it just had fucking Xbox plastered everywhere, which fucking sucks because I'm going to be getting a PS5. I'm planning to, so hopefully it will be released on Xbox One, too, not just Xbox Series X. But anyway, let's see the trailer. Good old Double Fine. God, the fucking graphics gonna look so good. And graphics do not make or break a game.
Long time since you got a visitor. I hope you don't mind Poppins. Where are we? It's a quiet place. Lost alone. Neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's low. At the bottom of a lake of frozen feeling. When my friends back up. Oh shit! This is Jack Black singing right now because the IGN one said with Jack Black singing. So yeah, this Jack Black singing right now. I'm fairly sure. Sounds like him when he sings, at least. I don't know if this is gonna have a big musical focus, because the first one had great music, but it didn't have any type of musical focus. So I don't know if this one, like the main story, is going to be something related to music, like him having to do something for a musician or something like that. He's got a new outfit. So yeah, this is obviously like a montage of a bunch of shit in the game, just like a trailer is. Not sure if Jack Black's going to be a character or if they just got him to sing for the trailer. But it'll be awesome to see him as a character. I fucking love Jack Black. But I just fucking thought about it. Like just the fucking advances they've made technologically in video games, and all the new fucking mechanics they can implement, and all the fucking advanced mechanics they can do, or all the advances they can do to old mechanics and things like that. And because the first one it is not outdated, I wouldn't say at all. On the platforming, is fucking pristine. The fucking it's so challenging. It's so amazing. It's so refreshing. It's so visually amazing. I don't want to talk about graphics, so that's why I keep saying visually, because the graphics don't mean shit. But the fucking visuals, are kind of like how Wind Waker, Zelda, Wind Waker is never going to be really outdated because cell graphics always have this unique style. Kind of like how like video games that are supposed to be cartoony and childish, I guess you could say, will be more will be less out or yeah will be will be less outdated with in 10 years compared to games that are trying to look fucking realistic. Like for example, Max Payne, Vice City. Yeah, those games you can tell that they're from like the PlayStation 2 era. Even Wind Waker, the original, not even the HD version, looks fucking great because that's the way it was supposed to look. It's not trying to. You don't have really anything to compare it to except the HD version, but you don't really have anything to compare it to. But like, if you play like, for example, even like San Andreas, you can be like, okay, well that doesn't look like a human, or something like that. But graphics don't matter anyways. But I'm just saying, visually, this game's going to be amazing because of all the advances they've made. Mechanically, it's going to be fucking amazing and things like that. I like that. Yeah, so um yeah, fuck. I fucking hate that. That's gonna be Xbox exclusive. Um how does it look? It looks fucking awesome, and I mean just gameplay wise, everything wise, it's gonna be fucking awesome. Um I'll get to how I think it's going to be received in a little bit, but it looks fucking amazing. It looks like there's a bunch of things that remind me of the old of not the old one, the first one. Yeah, the first one, the platforming, the characters, etc. However, it's very clear that they've obviously implemented some new platforming, which is awesome because repetitious uh, platforming sucks. The first one was so refreshing in every single stage. So this one, even though we've only seen this one part, I'm sure not obviously it's going to have darker stages. Like it's just a variety of stages. We just saw one. It looks like. So hopefully they'll do that. But it looks like from the way that the platforming you saw, and the obstacles that we saw in the trailer, it looks like they're definitely going to make this one. This is obviously going to not be repetitious, which is kind of like a big thing that might happen in a sequel for a platform game, especially one with such a variety in the first one.
how are they going to change on the second one? However, this game's released 15, or just this trailer is 15 years after the first one came out. So just that means that they've definitely had so much fucking time to work on it and critique it and change it and things like that. So before I get into anything else, this video is definitely going to be a like. There's no doubt in my mind that this was not going to be fucking, awesome. No way for me to hate. 49 fucking people dislike this video. Fuck you. So yeah, it looks awesome. It looks like, from what I've seen, that's just one area or one stage it looks like. But it looks like they've changed everything they needed to change. From what I can see, it looks like that's literally just one stage, which kind of wish they showed us a bunch of stages, because this is a game with variety. So I would like to have them showcase the variety so I can see the extent that they've added variety. But it's, in terms of the gameplay and the obstacles, like I've said, and the platforming, it looks like they fucking changed it as much as they should. And there's obviously things that remind me of the old game. In terms of the characters, it doesn't look. We didn't really get a. This was really just a. This was just footage of the platforming and the visuals, and yeah, This is really, that's what this trailer was. It wasn't really supposed to show us anything about the story too much, I don't think. It definitely didn't show us really any characters other than Raz. So I hope that they have the old characters in there. Like some of the smaller ones that should still make an appearance at least. I really hope that. I really hope that it has all the little side, not even side missions, but just little side things that the first one had, and it's definitely going to. So I can't really say too much about this because, like I said, it's just really just gameplay footage. It's not even like story elements or anything. But from what I've seen, my verdict is that this game is going to look awesome. It's going to be awesome. It's going to fix, or not even fix, because the first one didn't really have any fucking flaws or anything like that. But it's going to add on to the first one in every way that it should. It's going to save things from the first one in every way that it should. It looks like it's going to do everything that it should do. Would really like to see how they changed other stages, because I doubt this, but I'm just saying, if it doesn't have the variety that this game is going to have, all the changes it's made to its platforming, all the positive things that's done, is going to be fucked up. Because the variety in this game is part of the appeal. The variety in the visuals, the variety in the characters, the variety in the story. However, they've had 15 fucking years to make this game, to change it, to critique it, to do anything. So I think Psychonauts 2 is in good hands. How I think it's going to be received, however, yeah, I don't think it's going to be received that well. And even though the trailer looks awesome, and it's brought so many fucking memories from literally, 2 months ago, or something, or 3 months ago, or whatever, even though it's, it's brought back, characters that make me just fucking happy to see, and little things, that made me happy to see. Even though it did that, I don't think it's going to be that well received. I think it's going to be a great game. I don't know if it's going to be as good as the first one. I think that it definitely has a huge possibility to be it, and I doubt this game will be bad in any fucking way, shape, or form. If it's not as good as the first one, it'll definitely be right here, the second one, the first one. But if it's better, I think it has a chance to be way fucking better than the first one. Even though I fucking love the first one. The thing is, it's a fucking sequel to a 15-year-old game that not many people know about. The people who are going to buy this game aren't going to be little kids, that, especially if it takes place, which is why it's dangerous if it kind of takes place directly after and has a bunch of references to the first game, because that'll be awesome to people who have played the first game, but little kids who don't know too much about it but think it looks fucking amazing because it does, aren't going to know too much about it. And I know, jokes on them for not fucking playing this game, this 15-year-old game, but still, you should want as many people to play this game as possible. And also, how are they, I'll get to my, fears right after this. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be received as well as it should, because I think most of the people who are going to buy it are the people who know of the first one. Not many people know of the first one. I think the other people who are going to buy it are people that just buy it on a whim. So I think even though it might not be a bomb financially, I think it's definitely not going to do as well as it should, especially because of all the shit, repetitive games that we've had. We really need this type of game, but I don't think it's going to do as well just because of the fact that the fan base, although very strong and very loving, isn't as big as like Call of Duty or GTA or some shit like that. My fears, other than the one I talked about before, that I have a slight fear that they might not make it as the visuals be as varied as they did in the first one. I don't think that's going to be the case, but my big fear is the fact that how are they going to add a huge amount of different abilities that you can get, because they've already implemented the basics, and there's no fucking reason, especially from the trailer, you could see that he had, the abilities from, I believe, were the ones from the first one. So you're going to have all those. So how are they going to make this game have the type of challenge curve that it should, because you already are overpowered to begin with, because you, assuming that, which it would be stupid if they didn't, you have all the abilities from the first game, they're going to have to, one, add new ones to make it different, and add new ones that are good enough and different enough to not be like, that's just fucking this, just a little different. But also, they're going to have to make this game have this type of challenge, even though you are equipped with so much shit at the beginning. And if you're not equipped with it at the beginning, it's going to be fucking stupid. So I think that's going to be a little bit of an obstacle that they're going to have to maneuver around and decide, or I'm sure they've already decided. I mean, I'm sure the game's nearly complete. But that's definitely going to be something that they have to work out themselves. I think the game can be like a fucking 4.5 out of 5, or, a 9 out of 10. But I'm so fucking hopeful, and I'm so fucking happy to see this game get a sequel. I'm so happy to see the fucking amazing visuals. I'm happy to hear Jack Black sing. I'm in the trailer. I'm happy, just the fucking that alone will hopefully get this game a little bit more, or the trailer a little bit more recognition. Probably not so much, but maybe a little bit. One person might be like, "Hey, Jack Black's in this fucking trailer for this platformer." Like, really? But yeah, and I'm sure you can buy this game digitally. I'm fairly sure. So maybe they'll be like, that looks fucking awesome. Let's fucking buy the first one digitally. Let's play it, or something like that. And even if that happens a few times, that's still a few more players playing the game, So yeah, whatever happens to this game, I hope so, because I know this game's going to be awesome, but I just hope so much that people also think it's going to be awesome, and also see the trailer, and also play it. Because I do not want it to be received poorly, because the fan base isn't as big as shitty companies. I don't want this game to be, thrown away in the clearance pile just because it's not Call of Duty 743. What are your opinions about Psychonauts 1? What are your predictions about Psychonauts 2? Just fucking tell me, because I'm curious.
You get a move on or I'll eat that right here.